It's Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity with your succulent tip of the day. And yesterday I lamented on this flower bed and how, oh my gosh, it was just a train wreck, wasn't it? Or isn't it? And so this morning I got up early and I came out just to clean, like I told you. That now at this time of year in early August is not really the time to be manipulating a lot of plants and working with them as cuttings, because we are in warm weather, and here in San Diego we're going to be getting into even warmer weather come September and possibly even into October. So I thought that I would take y'all on the journey of this fluff up, with the caveat and with the understanding that it is hot. So we'll keep up, maybe on Walkabout Wednesday we can take a look and see how these aeonium cuttings are handling the heat as we move forward. This doesn't get blasted here. It gets, it's starting to get some sunlight now, and it's, what time is it, Greg-ish? 9 o'clock, so we're getting some filtered sun. That sun is going to work its way over the house, so it's pretty shaded in the very later part of the afternoon. So it's not like I'm dealing in a full sun environment all day. Okay, let's get started. First things first. I think I figured out why this Cynandenium grantii has pouted here for all the years it's been here, despite me watering it and trying to get it established. We've talked about this before. The footings for the house, for the courtyard, are set out so far that I really only have a couple of inches of soil to work with here before we hit solid concrete. And I think the Cynandenium grantii needs more of an opportunity to spread its roots. This has been in here for years, 5, 6, maybe 7. And look, it just really hasn't had an opportunity to do anything. I should not have been able to just yank that out of the ground that easily. So I'm going to transplant this somewhere in the back in a corner where it's going to get more shade, and it's going to go in the ground where it can sink its roots. And then over time we'll see how it does. Okay, so I got my bones in place. I have this beautiful aloe Cameronii. I tucked a little stand of aeonium here in the corner where the Cynandenium was. I planted what was a really thick trunked little bunch right here, and I put some over there in the corner. Do I love this? No, I don't, but this isn't hurting anything right now. It's not in danger of falling, over onto the sidewalk. I'm going to let that ride. I am going to now restage, since I have my bones in place, I'm going to restage this piece of broken aloe vera right here. Then, so as to give my little cuttings every opportunity, because I feel so bad about what I did to those Fred Ives, I'm going to make like a little bouquet with these poor desiccated Graptivaria Fred Ives, like this. Oh, you poor things, I'm so sorry. Terrible mother. But I'm going to fix it. Okay, so now I'm going to take them like a bouquet so they don't look as tragic as they did as individuals. Oh, God. All right, like that. I'm going to take a handful of just potting soil, and I'm going to pop them behind this broken pot, and I'm just going to back in some soil so that they have every opportunity. Those roots that were just laying on top of rock can work their way into some soil and come back to life. Oh my god. Okay. All right. Oh yay. Okay. So that also, in doing that, in fluffing this area up a little bit with a little more dirt, I can now take some more of my aeoniums and just tuck those in to kind of flesh this little arrangement out a bit. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, and I'll put one here. This is like, the candles and the birthday cake. I'm going to trim this one up a little more because I'm too lazy to dig a hole that deep. Okay. Maybe one here. Kind of, I have this little, situation happening, but once again, these are Zwartkoff Arboretum aeoniums that have gone dormant like nobody's business. And if I cut those right now, they're just going to fry. So I'm going to let them ride, knowing that come winter, these are going to open up into beautiful flowers. And I'm going to be really, really glad that I was patient with them. And what I'm hoping is for a little bit of smoke and mirrors, that the eye is drawn more to this than it is to that. All right. Cool. Now I have, oh yeah, I have this old lantern that I've always staged out here. I'll tuck that back in. Very cute. See how that kind of takes the eye away from this. I'm loving that. And I've got this adorable little Volkswagen bus. This actually, I'm safekeeping it for a client. She moved and I went to do a final maintenance at her place, and I found this, and so I'm keeping it for her until I can see her and give it back. But in the meantime, I'm going to enjoy it. And my little bus, going to pop it right there. Again, kind of to offset this legginess that's happening behind it. Okay, then I have a few more aeonium cuttings to set around. Now that my planting is complete, I am going to try to bring some three-dimensional drama with my bagged rock. So if you don't have a lot of experience working with ribboning with rocks, ribboning is just what I call working with different types of rocks in different textures and combinations, mess with it. You know, you can put some things down, step back and look, and if you don't like it, pick them up, move them. You know, you're not married to it. But this is what I think I want to do. I'm going to take some of this Mexican beach pebble because in my mind's eye, this is the heaviest of the three rocks that I have. I have some Southwest brown and I have some black, both 3/4 inch. But these round beach pebbles, visually, I think carry the most weight. So I'm going to do these kind of middle, just left of center, as a way of kind of anchoring this Cameronii. Remember, you know, when you're doing your arrangements and you're doing your succulent installations, think of it as a giant pot. And you want balance and you want symmetry. So you all have the ability to do this. Trust me, you've all got an artist inside. So keep fussing with it until you're able to step back and say, yes, that is symmetry to me. And it's a subjective art. So if you love it, it's fantastic. Okay, so I'm weaving this rock through, and I'm really, really loving the way it's looking. See how it, you know, I don't know if you can tell through the video, but it's kind of accentuating the fact that there are elevations in this little garden area. It is mounded a little bit. It's higher here and it's lower here. So by weaving this rock through, the eye is picking up on that movement and it's very attractive. The eye likes it. Also, make sure that you don't go cheap with your rock and make your ribbons wide. You have to think symmetrically too and balance the size of your space with the width of your ribbon. So this one I want a little bit on the thick side because this is my primary rock. So I'm going to go a little thicker in this area right here and then thin it a little bit at the sides. Okay, now I'm going to take some of this Southwest brown. So I don't have any burgundy lava in the garage. I used my last bag yesterday. And I'm just going to slap this down behind the pebbles and in the back. This is so fun. Good grief. And you can find bags like this at your local box store, Home Depots and Lowe's. Always, if you have a mom and pop nursery, always give them your business first, but mom and pops don't usually carry bagged rocks. Also, obviously, if you have a rock yard nearby, that's where I get my bags, and my bulk is at the rock yards. Here in San Diego, it's KRC Rock and Southwest Boulder and Stone are my two go-tos. Oh my gosh, I like this so much. You know what? I don't think I'm going to go with this all the way thick, all the way to the back corner. I think I'm going to do some black 3/4 right back there. And yeah, I am just making this up as I go, and I like it a lot. Woohoo! Oh yeah, see, this is just filling this bed right on out. It's giving it purpose. So you don't necessarily need Disneyland with plants. You know, you can do so much work with rock. Okay, now I'm going to balance that black and run it right through here. Bring it around in front of this Talavera. It really pops against the Cameronii, doesn't it? So I can wrap this around here like so. All right, then I'm going to take some more of this Southwest Brown. Because remember, we want to work in 1s, 3s, and 5s. So we have 1 with the River Rock, 2 with the black, and 3 with the Southwest Brown. So I can pull some elements of it in. Hey, Hannah. Good morning. You saying, I hear you guys. What? Yeah, mind blown. No, why? If Hannah's standing there drinking coffee, who's behind the camera? That would be Greg. Who is doing great, by the by. Thank you guys so much for asking. All right, so now I've got this element of Southwest Brown. And remember, everything has to have a place to kind of end. So I'm going to wrap this, kind of curl it around right here. Ooh, make a little swirl with it. So much better. Now remember, nothing's permanent in a succulent garden. Go with the seasons. So when we get into fall and the temperatures drop and the days get shorter and the nights get cooler, I may come out here and reinvent this again and put in a lot of fussy plants and, you know, just go to town, make a tapestry. But for the time of year, this is making my heart sing. Simplistic and appropriate for the seasons. You know, I just want to say too, coming back from up at the ranch, and we've put a couple of videos up, and you all are so amazing. You are all so supportive and kind, not only to me, but to each other. This is the most amazing community of people. You all are absolutely the best. It's really miraculous. I encourage you, go just look through some comments on some other videos and see the support and the love that we all bring to this process and to succulents. And if you feel so inclined to subscribe to the channel so that I know you're out there, I would appreciate that so much. And also, if you have other like-minded friends and people that you think would benefit or find joy in working with these plants, like you and I, share the video. Thank you guys so much. Have the best day in the garden, and just get out there and do something. Stand back, enjoy your handiwork, pat yourself on the back, and I will see y'all tomorrow. This has been Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity with your succulent tip of the day.